Arsenal has gone ahead to obviously get done with their final training session ahead of the game of Bayern Munich at Emirates. That is on Tuesday. That is the 9th of 2024, and we're here to bring you how the charge really went ahead to happen at the London Conley. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Third video of the day, and we are soon going to really even get in another one. Let's obviously subscribe because we want to hit 21,000 subscribers before the end of this week. I know we can make it happen because of the rate at which you guys are really subscribing. We also have gone ahead to choose out some of the statements that Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to make, and I'm gonna come out in length, all at length, and really do a live stream telling you exactly what Arteta and Thomas Tuchel have gone ahead to say about this beautiful game of football that Arsenal is set to play at the Emirates, where I've gone ahead to give Arsenal a go. If you watch my match preview that has gone ahead to obviously break the internet, I've gone ahead to obviously issue my result there for you. And if you want to hear my prediction, you can as well go onto the video section and really check out what I've gone ahead to say about the side of Arsenal. So the Muslims, it's Ramadan Kareem. I think Wednesday is gonna be Eid, and that's confirmed because if it has not been announced that tomorrow, that is Tuesday, is Eid, then Wednesday is the day, and hope you guys are really gonna have fun to the fullest. Then the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. And we're here to obviously see to it that we add the dots and really get you the best that you deserve to know about this game of football. Now, Arteta, he was asked on Bayern Munich's threat. He said, they are a tough team. I'm a big fan, a big admirer of Thomas Tuchel, his teams, the way they settle and play, and the way they transmit. I learn a lot about him, and looking at Bayern Munich, when you are analyzing this league, you see why they are a top team. We are prepared very well, and we have to take our game where we want it. And if we do that, we have a chance to win. So, he's an admirer of Thomas Tuchel. But I don't think so, because his career is not all that amazing. But you know, when you're a manager and you're speaking to the media outlets all over the world, you have to come out and give your fellow manager flowers. Because if you really come out and speak the truth that you are not an admirer of that manager, it looks like you've gone ahead to obviously shame him, and it's unprofessional. So he had to say that. But the career of Thomas Tuchel has been less of downs than ups, you know. At Borussia Dortmund, PSG, I think his hugest achievement was at Chelsea, where he went ahead to clinch the Champions League in 2021, where Kai Havertz and Jorginho, now at Arsenal, really took center stage to see to it that they lift the league. So for me, I don't think that he really has a lot of respect for him, because his career, you cannot really wish your career to be like how Thomas Tuchel is. And I would like to let you know that, to me, Arteta is having a better career than Thomas Tuchel, and I don't think he's a big fan, because they don't play the same style of football. He has not gone ahead to win lots of things. He has not gone ahead to transform teams like elite teams. When he went to Borussia Dortmund, it was already designed by Jurgen Klopp, you know. And when he was given a biggest test at PSG, he failed. The best he could do was to take them to the final, and Bayern really hit them. But when it came to the Premier League, he never put there a contest like for any elite team to come through and do the needful. So I don't see anything. But Arteta's going to hit to say that they are prepared very well, and they know how to take the game. They have to take the game where they want it, and if at all it goes that, they're really going to do the needful. All right, that was right. And him talking about Bayern as a tough team, as I told you when I was bringing you the news that some players of Bayern Munich are back, this game is not going to be about the manager. It's not going to be about Thomas Tuchel. It's going to be about what the players do. Can they really raise up to the occasion and really get to the levels expect them to be? If the players of Bayern Munich raise up to the levels expect them to be, we are going to be having a very good game. It's going to turn out to be an end-to-end game. But you know, in the Champions League, when you're playing away from home, you have to be very, very much reserving. You know, you cannot open up to the fullest. Then Arteta, on there being no away fans, for this game. He said it will be a full house, a lot of passion and emotion. We hadn't had this opportunity for 15 years. So that tells you have special, that tells you how special this night is going to be for us. So we are going to have to put everything into every ball to make it happen. So he's like, Arsenal are really ready to obviously torment the side of Bayern Munich, and fans being away, it's really a very bad undoing to the side of Bayern Munich. I know what it means when you're having fans at the pitch, you know. At least at a point X, they'll cheer you up and really get to know that we have some people to play for. But when they're away, there is the way you come out as players and really feel like we have no one to play for. You know, the fans are the most feared by the players. Players can fail to respect the manager, but players will always respect the fans, especially away fans, because they inject in a lot of money. When you look at the stadium of Arsenal, they would have gone ahead to accommodate close to 10,000 fans of Bayern Munich, away fans, but they're not going to be anywhere. And it's really going to be costful for the side of Bayern Munich. And UEFA did it because of how they went ahead, obviously behave. And it's a very huge plus because that entire Emirates Stadium is going to be screaming, Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. You understand? So the cheer up is really going to be huge, and the atmosphere is going to be hostile for Bayern Munich. And trust me, they're all going to be enshrouded into those shouts at the Emirates Stadium. So that's a very huge plus for the side of Arsenal. And Arteta is rating to the 15 years they've spent without playing a quarterfinal, because they last played the quarterfinal in 2009, 2010. Then Arteta on what he learned managing a Champions League knockout stage for the first time. That is against FC Porto. He said, I think that evolution is not in relation to me. I would think my evolution would be in many other areas, not just because of our results, but as a club, which is the most important thing. We haven't been in this position for 14 years, and the opportunity to go through to the next stage for 15 years. And for this club, that's long time. We realize that that's why we have this hunger and desire to make it happen. Now, this is where Mikel Arteta is really right. He takes it off himself and says it's all about the club of Arsenal that I manage and how they're really gonna come out and really act into the mix. So he's really a very clever lad, and I went ahead, obviously, like everything I was gonna hate to say about this, because it would have gone ahead to obviously find some Arsenal fans really annoyed because of how the manager goes ahead, obviously reply to these questions. But when you look at how things are really panning out for the side of Arsenal, Arteta looks like it's about the 14 years Arsenal have gone ahead to spend without going through to the quarterfinals. It's not all about me on how I manage the game, but it's on the history of the club. And I think he really went ahead to respond to that brilliantly as a manager that has gone ahead to do this. But I think at Man City, though he was not the main man, he was like part of the management and knows how they went ahead to do this. So he knows what the preparations are all about and how everything will walk down the path. So let's go to the training session and how the players of Arsenal went ahead obviously do this. Saliba and Gabriel Jesus in the gym, gearing up for the green grass walk at Sobha Reality Training Center. Benjamin White always having his knee tied, because we all know the reason that it is really having problems, but he continues to really persevere through the pain, and it said he might undergo a surgery after this season. That's why he doesn't even want to see himself attached to the England side, because of how they went ahead to treat him while in Qatar during the World Cup. Remember, he really banished from the camp. Then Rest Nelson, Trossard, Kai Havertz and Saliba all looking set for the beautiful encounter between these players. Now Martin Odegaard obviously trying to do the stretches in the gym of Arsenal. There came Gabriel Magalhaes trying to do, I think that's so much of a fitness taste that you really check your balance and see how you're really feeling. And he was like, going through it very well. That is Gabriel Magalhaes for you at the Sobha Reality Training Center. Then there comes the man himself that most of you have been asking me about, Julian Timber. And I've always told you that when you see a player taking part into these training sessions, you obviously get to know that he is really one of those that is considered to be up for selection. And you never know, he might make it to the match squad. You never know. Though Arteta is not going to obviously give us an approval, but the boy looks in shape. Look at his face, and his focus is really onto the next game of Bayern Munich. That is Julian Timber. The happiness is very in Arsenal fans. They really want to see him in action very soon. But I think he's going to come in through and really play some ball for the club of Arsenal very, very soon. Then Zinchenko, Emily Smith-Rowe, and Helnini obviously trying to look on as the training session progressed at the Sobha Reality Training Center. There were stretching, that is Kai Havertz. So this is Martinelli and Fabio Vieira, Res Nelson in the back of the picture, also doing the stretches that were really well deserved in there for you. Then Thomas Partey looking good. None of those are really went ahead to tip to have a start into the game of Bayern Munich tomorrow at the Emirates Stadium. He never played a minute when Arsenal was playing against Brighton, meaning that maybe the manager was preserving him for the hugest tie, that is against Bayern Munich. Then Zinchenko issuing instructions during the training sessions. He's one of the most experienced players in the Champions League at Arsenal. He even played the final in the 2021, and that's when Man City went ahead, obviously, be beaten by Chelsea, and they lifted up the trophy. Then Trossard having a talk with Martin Odegaard, the captain of Arsenal, and it looked like it was really on point, and it really went down well for the side of these two. And Trossard is really having elite mentality. 3 goals in the Champions League, right? He's having 8 in the Premier League. Those are 11, and 1 in the Community Shield. He's having 12 goals, and is just 8 goals away from clinching the magic number of 20. And Odegaard is also having an epic season. Saka, the star boy, obviously smiling. He got back to scoring ways when he was brought in to play against Brighton over the weekend. Remember, he never played in the midweek against Luton Town, but he had last played for Arsenal when they are facing the side called, it was the side called Man City. Played 70 minutes, taken off, and here he comes, very happy and excited to play in the Champions League. 4 goals in the Champions League and 3 assists, and this is the stage where you want to see to it that Saka hits that grand moment of obviously being that player to talk about. Arteta issuing instructions to the players of Arsenal on how they're supposed to act in that game of football of Bayern Munich at the Sobha Reality Training Center. There comes Julian Timber, obviously trying to dribble past Martinelli as Martinelli tried to stop him, do the job. So it shows you exactly how these players are really charged up for this game, and especially Julian Timber, one of those beautiful moments that you'll ever want to see as an Arsenal fan, if you really know exactly what it means to have him in such an elite mentality form. Then Declan Rice coming in through to put in a shift. Obviously, one of those players that are going to have to transform that midfield of Arsenal, and they're going to have to put them into the title race. So Bukayo Saka trying to do a pass, and that pass was really elite, and he looked at him and how serious he is. Charged up for the game of Bayern Munich, no doubt he's going to be part of the team. Benjamin White all smiles, and I think he got to smile knowing that Bayern Munich is going to have to get its top guns back. Manuel Neuer, Coleman, Pavlovic, Mazurui, and Leroy Sen. So we wait to see how he's going to deal with those ultra quick wingers of Bayern Munich. Res Nelson taking on Elneny in the mix. Res Nelson last played against Luton Town. Fabio Vieira obviously raising up his arm, you know, and he was like, I'm gonna have to fold my 5 fingers into a thumb and he was really doing fine during the training sessions in there for you. Then Kai Havertz, looking on, the most informed player that you'll ever see at Arsenal this season, doing his all stuff, and he's really one of those that has always gonna hit to do the needful, and I really like to see him on the field of play. I love the player Kai Havertz. He's really doing lots of things that very many people have failed to do in their careers, but Kai Havertz has gonna hit to turn around the season in the first spell at Arsenal, and he has gonna hit to fit in like a glove. And what a signing, and he's gonna really enjoy himself at this club. Then Benjamin White and Martinelli. Obviously Benjamin White is a starter. Martinelli looks to obviously have a very long way to start, because the manager doesn't want to really rush him in, as his form this season has been really blowing hot and cold. Benjamin White, one of those players that has been really consistent, and kudos to him keeping himself fit and almost playing every game for the club of Arsenal this season. Eddie Nketiah, he's really struggling for form and playing time, because when Jesus got injured, the manager decided to play Kai Havertz. Sorry about that. When Jesus got injured, the manager decided to play Kai Havertz as a number 9, and that really put this guy totally off. So him being put totally off has gonna hit obviously pay off in a way of him working hard and to look out for his next destination. Wes Nelson in the background. Odegaard obviously celebrating, looks like he had gonna hit to do something wonderful during the training session, and he was really happy. The captain of Arsenal, I've gonna hit to read stories today linking him to Real Madrid, Barcelona, and very many other teams that are obviously going after him as a player, but he's charged up to captain his side as they take on the side of Bayern Munich. Then Julian Timber and Saliba, you know, one of the photo that we'll ever want to see, when Timber is really all smiles, and Saliba is also one of those that is really a smiley boy. And they've gone ahead to keep, I think, 14 clean sheets in the Premier League, and in the Champions League at home, I think they haven't gone ahead to concede any goal. That's what Bayern Munich should come out knowing. Saliba, Jorginho looking on, and then the winning team of the day. It had Trossard, Emily Smith-Rowe, Eddie Nketiah, Tomiyasu, El Nini, and Fabio Vieira. That was the winning team. So that's exactly how things went ahead to happen during the training session of Arsenal as they charged for the game of Bayern Munich. So I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below. I'm gonna come up live to see to it that we really give you the best that you guys deserve as a side. So thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I sign out for now. See you later. And the Muslims, Ramadan Kareem. To the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Ciao, ciao.